There we go. Hi, everyone. I want to make sure this is set for your enjoyment here. Everything should be set up that if you want to join the chat today, hit that subscribe button and ask your question. I'm Cece. I'm your host. Welcome to Angel Radio Tarot. It's my pleasure to invite you to a general reading today. Ask your question, and I'll be taking questions throughout the reading. So join along. We're going to jump right in for a general reading here. Too Young, hi, nice to have you along. What is this, your card here, Too Young? There's a transition. You're going through a transition, or you're progressing in some personal growth here. Welcome aboard. Come on now. What do we got? Many of you have asked how to contribute to the channel, and you can do that by subscribing and by allowing as many hours as you can stand to play in the background, and that will hit the next earmark for YouTube to allow me to start inviting you to memberships. And until then, you can make a contribution to my Venmo account at Angel Radio Tarot. How will be your future partner? Well, let's see, Too Young. There is a lack of direction here. The Chariot is on its head, so there's a stall out here. And why? Because there's a family conflict over money. This might be, I'm getting that this is like disinheritance. It says disinheritance, financial loss, lack of stability, broken traditions. Someone's stepping out of their family rituals and risking their family's, whatever they saved up for, basically a dowry. Maybe paying for the wedding, or going to cut you off if you go with this person. Okay, and these drop together, all three. Refusing to face pain. We've got the Three of Hearts on its head. Practicing avoidance. Not making a command decision on this issue is only going to bring more pain. And with using your wisdom here, we got the Queen of Swords on her throne. Keeping on business. Keeping on business. And then the Page of Wands. Standing next to her, I really see like one of you, maybe the gentleman here is stepping out of his financial league and risking her security. Now, you're going to have to step up and make some command decisions if you're going to be with a person like this. Otherwise, exploration, creativity, enthusiasm, ambition, inspiration. Take it for what it is, but don't fool yourself that you're going to tie yourself to this woman as an equal. Humble yourself. Humble yourself when you do meet her. Hi, Denvar Gordon. Nice to have you here. How are you today? Y'all look great. You smell great from here. What's your question today? Go ahead and lay it on me here. We're coming into Mardi Gras right now. We'll be hitting Mardi Gras on Fat Tuesday is February the 17th. Coming up on just a few weeks here. So we are in the depths of the season, and here is the devil come to play. And that's what the season's for. If you're going to have your tower moment, now is the time. Because we are climbing up into a crescendo of spring fever, basically. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Too Young. When we're coming into Mardi Gras, the Catholics talk about Lent. They talk about Passover. And you want to get into some pagan stuff, and we're talking about religion as being based on the rituals of survival. And we forget that it's about survival. Maybe we go into a different period of humanity, and we forget that these things were about keeping the pork from rotting. It's not about doing it on Tuesday. They become ritual because they're no longer needed for survival. And that ritual becomes religion. So, you know, what would be the origins of Passover? What would be the origins of Lent? What would be the origins of Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday? It would be to eat up in what's in your cupboard, because you got spring food and fresh stuff coming up. People going to eat, they're going to party. If you're going to party, you're going to run right up into, gee, what's the pagan Valentine's Day? St. Valentine's, honoring, but it is the crescendo. I mean, Fat Tuesday is from the 13th to the 17th, like Mardi Gras. So you're talking about, in a pagan calendar, being seasons, things go on a little more generalized, following the stars and following the curve of the sun business. It takes a couple days. It doesn't just happen at 12 o'clock on the 3rd. These are seasons. Holidays took days to pass. So you're coming out of winter season, you're eating the last of your stores because you've got a good spring coming in, or spring is coming. Maybe the last of your stores are coming into the very end of their usefulness. They're going to go moldy if you don't eat them by spring. You get that damp weather coming in. It just makes sense. What happens is everybody's going to start eating. They want to party. They're going to start messing around. They're going to start... It's going to end up in a great big fat freaking pagan orgy by the 14th. And that's the day of love. And then guess what? Passover Wednesday, Ash Wednesday, you go into Lent. And that's like the period of resistance and cutting yourself off from all of this indulgence. And why would that be socially necessary? Gee, after everybody came together and partied and fucked a bunch of strangers, you all got to go into quarantine for 6 weeks and make sure nobody's going to die from that shit. So, just saying. Fairness, justice, truth, balance, departure, moving on. So we've got almost like not even a necessity of a cord cutting here. We've got just the justice is more like of a total acceptance of a phase of reality. Well, that's my little lecture on pagan Mardi Gras. We don't just come by these rituals and these religious rites that are run by what, like the most powerful freaking churches on the planet, just by our we had to convince somebody that needed to be religionized. Will you succeed at your job? Hi, IQ or IQ. Thank you for the hearts. That helps the channel. Oh, look at that. Honesty, facing consequences, playing fair. There's some emotional manipulation here. Intuitive secrets, the Empress. You are tapped into, that's the High Priestess, excuse me. Why was the Empress energy? Hi, Liz. Maybe that was Liz Luck. Will I see Lewis Angel again? Or will I see Lewis again? We'll ask that too. It's got split. Liz, hold on this. I think this is you, this High Priestess energy. But IQ09, there's honesty, facing consequences, playing fair. We've got the Seven of Swords on its head here. And, you know, it's really about coming clean, not cutting cord, but creating out of an error of what would have been a character flaw and transmuting it into an opportunity to elevate your ethical standing beyond what it would have been. Just like, you can turn what you almost created as a shitty situation into a singular opportunity to, like, it's like elevating your ethical standing with somebody by coming clean. It didn't just erase the bad doing and like, oh, they forgive you. It elevates their respect for you in a like about your ethics. Like, they will never doubt you, and they will call on you to be the guy to say if somebody's lying to them. And not because they thought you were crooked, but because they know if you were going to lie to them, you already admit to yourself that it's pointless because they're going to believe you. They're going to believe you. It's really hard to lie to the gullible because you could tell them anything and they're going to believe you. If someone trusts you, it's only crooked lying or pleasurable lying when you're actually like twisting somebody or catching them making a fool of them somehow. But if someone believes you intrinsically, where's the trickery in that? It just makes you look like slime. Emotional manipulation, moodiness. Yeah, it's the Knight of Cups right here. Like they weren't even connected here. They were just it's this balance. You have an opportunity to make the perfect fool of someone. And it's not just about honesty. It's about starting with a clean slate. And because you do that, you will elevate the relationship. And this person, I don't know, this just, you'll trigger their honor button. And that goes so much farther than whether or not they think that they can trust you. They'll probably always doubt a little bit. But that was part of the game, right? You told this person because you wanted to go, hey, don't put your finger in the light socket. That's a dumb thing to do. Don't do that. I just could have taken off with all of your shit. Hey. Hi, Moniz. Nice to have you. Hi, what or who's coming toward you? Your divorce will be asking in just a minute. We're checking up on Liz right now. Sweetheart, hi. Well, hungry. Will Humphrey customer pay you today? I hope he does. I can't counsel you legally. Oh, let's see. I'm getting way ahead here. Let's see. I was talking to Liz's question here. Thank you for the hearts. It does help the channel. Thank you so much. Will you see Lewis again? It's this, I let this stew a little bit. The High Priestess, intuition, secrets, mystery, inner wisdom. I think you already know. Like, did you shut the door on dude or this person? You shut the door. And I get the feeling like you knew when you did that. It wasn't like they were going to give you an ultimatum, but it was like they really are going to just wait and stay back or something like that. Like you already know what is that? Because it's there if you want it. And I think they're good for it. There's something holding you back. They may be there for it and you want it, but I think you're right in holding back. There's something that they are like leaving out because you're not asking exactly the right question. I don't think it's why, but why would they want to hold it as a secret from you? That's the thing, that they're willing to hold some kind of, and it must be something they're currently doing and trying to hide from you. So why the double talk? Okay, let's go on. Aleph Naz, hello, can you ask a question? Yes. And then sweetheart, let's get in there with, well, Humphrey, your customer. Pay you today. Let's get a yes and no on here. Let's get a yes and no. I am stacking off. The somnambulist has turned into something else because I've had to like double up my decks here. I don't know what's going to happen with this, but it's growing. This is different from the vocabularium. And you may recognize this deck, but it was just handwritten. So this is the kind of thing that's growing. I sat last night and kind of added to it a little bit. Tried to mix these up a little. But I'm not really sure it's the best thing to handle. This would be my yes or no customer deck. So we're just gonna go in for, I don't know here. Yeah, none forthcoming. They've got some secrets and a release from attachment. You're not going to There's not a release from attachment. What does that mean? They've got some secrets they can't let go of. But yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to pay you. They've got some other debt that they didn't tell you about and can't tell you about. Something that came up unexpectedly. That may mean they're going to avoid telling you they can't pay them. Okay, what do we got going on here? Saibusisam Semengo. I wish I knew what, because I bet rolling that all together at the right pace says something really cool. Hi, nice to have you. Great to have you here. Oh, let's see. Muniz asks, hi, what's or who is coming toward you? You're divorced. Let's see. Muniza. Thank you for that. Thank you. Yes, you've been here before. Hey, if you haven't been here before, hit that subscribe button. If you want to join, ask a question, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to join the chat. I think it's set up that way. And let's see. Who or what's coming toward you? I won't be able to cover everything, so don't hold me responsible if something unexpected happens. Someone, no hair. Oh, I just got like, I'm gonna hiccup, but I can't. It's not indigestion. Maybe this person is bald. It's a male probably, or it could be a female with like, I don't know, don't have hair. It's a copycat. You need to take a pass on this person. And then what we're asking for Muniza. Who or what's coming toward Muniza? Oh, what? Somebody's gonna be clowning. They've got dyed blonde hair. And it's thinning dyed blonde hair. They've got some kind of two-faced dark Virgo energy. And why pure agape love is right next to overbearing and intrusive. You know, with this, you know this. I can see this person. I can see their body language. Okay, it's a mid-40s white male, balding, paunch, rounder around the middle than he is at the top. Kind of pear-shaped. A schlub. And he's just kind of a schlub. I think this is like giving guy that lives in your apartment building kind of, hey, baby, hey, how you doing? I see you're going to do your laundry. Can I come help you do your laundry with you? It's weird shit like this. There's some blue eye with brown hair and white hair. Maybe they had brown hair and it's starting to go. I have another one in here, descriptor of salt and pepper, but blue-eyed, brown hair, and then white hair. You'll know when this is. You'll see it. You can't see it right now, or maybe you kind of like, who would that be? And you're going to forget about it over a short period of time, and the person's going to walk up to you, and you're going to look up because you've just been looking at your phone or something. It's not going to be anybody you know. It's not going to be anybody you know. What's on the floor? Again, this nihilist. This nihilist has popped up. This big boy over here. This big boy over here. This couch potato incel. Oh, this gallon and a half of soda pop and Pop-Tarts for a steady diet. What? Okay. Yeah, I used to live next door to like a 45-year-old dude that wore a raccoon tail to work every day in a freaking tan or a gray two-piece suit. Like he worked in an office building, but while he was on public transit, he was going to have his freak on and wear his freaking tail. And this was like 20 years ago, man. And so that was, I don't know, before like the trans movement was the way it is right now. I mean, 20 years is a long time when you're talking about social acceptance. Okay. I hope that helped, Uniza. Let's see what's going on. Aries, me too. I'm just going to go through the list here and see whose question I haven't answered yet. Oh, good. I'm glad I did, AQ. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. Cebu says, what's going on with my ex-girlfriend? Why don't you ask her? Come on. Why don't you ask her? Sandra Bjorn, hi. Nice to have you here. Renisa, you're welcome. You're welcome. Who else do we have a question for? I'm going to keep just like flipping out some cards here and see what's going on. I keep reading for the general room. Wherever you are, whenever you come in, you're welcome. You're welcome. What do we got here? Here's your Aries there. Got some attention on Aries right now. Do not be distracted by senseless affairs. You've got someone that is trying to press you with some fake authority. They're trying to pull rank on you they don't have. And they don't believe that you are entitled to everything that you are. There is a Libra and a Pisces involved here. You or them. What else do we have? Well, thank you. If you are new to the room, I'm Cece. I'm your host with Angel Radio Tarot, welcoming you to tarot readings, rune stones, oracle cards, scry for lost things. No criminal inquiries, please. Let's see. We also have the vocabularium, which is a survey of the 11th edition of Merriam-Webster's 11th Collegiate Dictionary for words that I don't use every day, or I know I've used while guessing. And we'll just make a survey and use that for directing our attention through tuning in the frequencies there, tuning in your angel radio frequency. Someone is calling from off planet. Yes, we're talking about, yes, Divine. We're talking about tuning into the frequency here. Tapping in through your crown chakra. I can't make this up. Yes. Hi, Si. Look who should come in. Hello, Simon. Come say hello to everyone, Bubby. Come on. Up. Come on. Now are you being shy? Come here, boy. Come here. Come here. I want to say hi to Simon. There we go. Yeah, you like this one? You like this one? Somebody's spirit team is, well, or have they arrived? Mwah. Yes. Are you the spirit team? You can stand down. Is that what it is? No worries. That translates to the dog saying no worries. Okay. And he's done. He's just like, you know how hard it is to get them out of the room here? Someone's blue or has blue eyes, blue hair. You might call them a blue hair. That might be referring to an older person, an elder. Again, someone's false authority. Or this might just be the construct of authority. Someone you're giving your authority away to. Hi, Sally 7B. 7by. Apparently, honey, you're confident you've got everything you need. Or you are everything that you need. Confirmation. Boy, someone really gives you heartburn over that concept, don't they? Like there is someone in your life that keeps telling you that you need to calm the fuck down. You need to calm down. There's a Libra here. You have Libra energy, or you are a Libra, suggesting, that you have your pride. You have your pride. Legit. Okay. What are we doing here? Someone with salt and pepper hair. Someone's gone cold on you. This older person This doesn't have to be with someone literally salt and pepper hair, but I get distinctly that they are your, by age, they're your elder. And, or they think that you are. They certainly think they are. And they've gone cold on you to try to punish you. Giving up the ghost. Yeah, it's like they've gone, someone's, yeah. Yeah, this is someone that has told on you and iced you out. Belly chakra here. There's some frustration. I'm getting something. What is this we're hearing? January 11th, Capricorn, Sandra, Belshaw. Hi, not Belshaw. Hi, nice to have you here. Gosh, I'm just so glad everybody's here. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, someone is stuck in. You're just coming out of shame and wondering what to do. And understand that the belly chakra is the chakra of willingness when you pass forward without obstruction. Oh, nuts. You know that bell you're going to have to hold for just a moment because little Max says he's got to go potty. Oh, wait. Max is on the tether. I want to celebrate with you folks. Simon, it's the first time he's used the potty bell. This is a big deal. I'll be right back. It's the first time he's rang the I gotta go potty bell. Come on, Sai. Good job, Sai. Gosh, thank you, everyone. That's like having everybody here watching my kid take their first steps. Yeah, thank you. Oh, let's see. Ritz, what do you know? Let's see. Mahadev, guidance for you, Ritka. And Brandy, thank you for joining. Oh, how is that striking you, Brandy? Is this something that you're observing or like getting information from? Do you have the same dream over and over? Or do you wake up from them startled from the experience like you are still in it? Edging on lucid dreaming. And then we'll talk about some things that you can do for breaking out or verifying that you are dreaming, so that when you do wake up in anxiety or fearful mode, or a sudden rush of adrenaline from dreaming of being in mortal peril, you can run to certain things and verify that you're awake, and it can reset the nervous system. It's like suddenly feeling gravity under your feet. Let's see. Rids asks for guidance. Rika. Sorry. Did I say that right? Is it Ritika or Rika? I always encourage my guests from all over the world to spell out their name like it sounds. And so everyone can learn a new way of inviting a friend into their life. Let's see. Guidance for you, Ritika. Let's see. We're going to point this straight to Rika here. 3 cards. 3 cards right here. What's that? On the nose. Got it. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, okay. So we've got manifested. Someone's trying to manifest a psychic attack on you that will make you feel triggered. What were we just talking about? So, yeah, someone, if you were concerned, guidance for you, just knowing that there is someone that is giving you the evil eye right now and hoping that you are subtly triggered. which constitutes a psychic attack. If they're looking at you and sending you bad vibes, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. If you're getting bad vibes off of somebody right now, honor your intuition here and just stand back and let them fill the empty space, and they'll reveal themselves to you. Provide an opportunity. You don't have to invite them into your life, but if you step back, they'll show you that A, if they're interested, and B, if they are, why? Because they'll have to come and reveal themselves a little more directly. They'll give themselves away. Bell's Hall, people who die alone in past lives will always remember. That's my experience. I welcome your input, because those, if you looked it up, we have the benefit of this data pool that we never had before, where if that's your experience as a human being, there's a good chance that there is a regularity of reoccurrence across the globe somewhere. Or if it's like time-based, it'd be occurrence with some global event. Masaka, lovely to have you here. Yes, you can ask a question. Oh, thank you. Thank you for your words. It's so encouraging to me. I will you to pass freely without harm or fail. And, yeah. Yeah. Someone just elevated. There's a spiritual elevation happening for you, coming into a new harmony. It is not necessarily, astral communication has come through. There's a confidence here in your communication. And then there's a sense too with this of, the peace and harmony comes because of this level of confidence of being able to hold the line. It's a fuck around and find out moment. You're able to relax because it's nothing for you to flex a boundary. Zemanya, wonderful to have you here. Shout out to Croatia. You bet it, sister. You bet it. Power to the people. Boy, we just soared off planet. Cosmic connections there. Thank you. A big arc of power from the Pacific coast of the United States all the way around the world to Croatia. Let's see. It is an insatiable power. It is an insatiable power. I had the pleasure of working with a fella, I don't know if he was Croatian, but his wife was... They met in high school, and she was a transfer student from Croatia, and then the war broke out, and her parents told her to stay, and they made it that way. And then those two married, and then I got to enjoy watching them build a family. And he was an amazing fellow to work with, and they were a beautiful couple and made a wonderful family. He's a beautiful little girl. Oh, one of the, pardon me if I'm fangirling our Croatia or telling you something you need to know, or you don't, it's like a touristy thing. This guy came back from one of their trips to Croatia and told me how in the little coastal town where her family was from, they were building a new levee across part of the inlet right there. Like the beach cut in and made a cove, and they were trying to get it, build a bridgeway to cut the cove out. And so the tides would go way out, and then they would come back in. But when it went out, you could walk all the way across. So if you wanted to go across when something like, I don't remember how it worked, but everybody had to carry a stone to the end of the jetty to be able to, like, that was the toll or some shit like that. Like, it just, the community faith there. It's just sense of community and the local experience of, I don't know. I've lived in plenty of places. There's a Taurus here with black hair. I get there a minister. There's a Christian preacher, a priest, four square kind of. I love it when people come together and just do simple stuff like that to make the community better. Give me good news. Give me good news. There's some smoky energy here that's trying to cause some trouble. Trying to prevent people from being able to get along. That manipulation energy. Someone has, yeah, message received. There's someone was triggered over this black-haired Taurus of the ministry was just triggered. What's going on up here? I haven't looked at it yet. Oh, Bell's Hall, about your career for yourself. It's of a top mind for you. Good. Well, hold that focus. Hold that focus while we do this, all right? Hold that focus. Bell's Hall, about her career. What was that? There was something peeking out here. Oh, you feel like you're just talking to the wall. The anechoic chamber. Do not be distracted by senseless affairs. So guard your senses here. You're manifesting like crazy, so it's taking. What I'm getting is a fork being poked into a lean raw cut of meat. Like it's resting. You have to wait for it to rest before you can cook it. Not waiting for an answer. There's a sense of impatience. I get that. You can't tell if it's hot or cold. You can't tell. You've got an offer in the books, or you've got an offer sitting somewhere, and you can't tell if they are going to jump on hiring you or not. Let's see. I'm not quite done yet. Let's. Hold it right there. Hold your thought right there, Bell's Hall. Hold your thought. Hold that. I'm going to dial in because we've got, you've got an assist, or this is an assistant position, or they're trying to knock you down to an assistant role, or they're trying to, it's like they're trying to deputize your role. Like you're going to get the promotion, but it comes with a supervisor that wasn't there before. And it feels like you're being handled with kid gloves or something. It feels dishonorable. It feels like you've been, when I was a project manager for 1.5 years on a project where we burned through 4 different project manager contacts. Like I was the project manager assistant handling the freaking spreadsheet, like running the thing. And we burned through 4 different project managers that were the direct contact with the client, because the client didn't want to work with so-and-so and so kind of person. Client didn't want to work with a woman. And then I never got any credit for the project closing. It made the company these buttload gobs of money, and I got shut out. Okay, so there's a Leo involved. Okay, we're 7 on 7. 7 on 7. Keep those subscription numbers coming up. I love it. And then hit the like. And then the little cartoon hype buttons. I just figured out that's supposed to help the channel grow too. Oh my God, you were a project manager in technical sales. I was a project in telecom. There's 150 cell phone towers between Portland, Oregon, and Kalispell, Montana that didn't exist until I ran that freaking spreadsheet for 1.5 years. Let me tell you, I'm with you, sister. I'm freaking with you. And you know what happened? I got promoted into a position that didn't have any projects coming down the pipeline for at least 6 months because that motherfucker wouldn't keep his hands off of me. That's how that shit goes down. I hope that's not the case. I didn't get that was the same vibe. That's why I didn't jump right in. Yes, very unethical. I only tell you, telecom, when I was in its first 15 years of existence. It was still fast, hot, big money being poured into the industry. It was all hospitality suites and trade shows and, yeah, big, 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 fancy corporate. Yeah. So there's a Leo here, but the Sagittarius that's involved is the no good. Is the no good. And they're going to try to sideline you on the credits. They're going to try to call you the best damned assistant we've ever had. Ari, hi, nice to have you. Let's see. Right? Keep that shit up. You know, I got to tell you, that SOB came back to me a year and a half after I'd been out of the industry and went and owned my own business outside of the industry. And he still pulled my number up and tried to call and hire me up for something. I had to fake like I had a bunch of boys in the room with me. Hey, boys, guess who's on the phone? We need to go roll down to his place. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, by the way, how's your wife? Yeah, you got to play hardball, sister. You got to play hardball. These motherfuckers don't take no for an answer. White hair? There's a white hair involved. And they're trying to play like they are God's gift. Starseed energy. I'm getting like slick back haired Santa Claus. Ugh. 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 Oh, old fat white guy swinger. Remain hidden. That's the energy. Remain hidden. Smarmy. That's the word I was looking for. Brandy, do your dreams mean something? These recurring deceasing dreams? Tell me, how close do you get in that experience? Do you dream observing yourself like, oh, hey, look, I've died. Oh, shit. Or do you dream of like the fall from the cliff, but you never hit the bottom and you wake up before it happens? Where in that process are you? Brandy. Yeah. The first, you're going to have to tell me the first word or the second one, or just be more specific. I don't always have the best bedside manner when it comes to, I get a little autistic, a little too focused on, I forget that there's a person there, that this isn't like their daily. Ooh, the cavalry, yeah, there's some backup. Yeah, it is a community. It is a community. And then again, the belly chakra. We're back to that. This whole thing started talking about the belly chakra. Your willingness is only, and you're only stopped by air. When you have nothing obstructing your pathway, you're in your free will and you never feel it. It just is breathing and normal. You don't feel that belly area because it's flowing freely. There's nothing obstructing you there. And when you do get obstructed, the first thing you do is, what do I do? What did I do? And then if you're accustomed to hitting that wall and never doing anything about it, your first reaction over time develops into reacting first as anger. This obstruction, internalized, is shame. Externalized is anger, but the obstruction is the same. It's your unwillingness to accept that you can't do this thing. So what happens? If you don't get all pissy about it, normally you have another idea and you go around it, and that's called free movement, and you never feel, you might feel the hiccup of it or go, oh, I feel dumb for a minute, but you keep pressing. Now, why are there things that hit you like a brick wall and like threaten your very existence just because it's a no? That's just anger and shame. They're hardly emotions as much as they are the amount of time it takes for you to align yourself to reality and fucking look up from the obstruction and discover that there's, I'll just take a left. Never mind. And then you're here again. You're still here. You're still here. Being wrong or being mistaken. Somebody's in my ear. Oh, what the hell? Somebody's trying to knock a thought out of your head. Just for a caveat, I cannot take any responsibility for anybody's advice they give in the chat room. I do not have any kind of moderator of any kind, so anything anybody else says in here, I cannot endorse. I cannot guarantee that I've read or do not necessarily agree with. It does not represent me or anything having to do with Angel Tarot Radio, except just being a participant in the chat room. So any of your interactions with any other guests in the chat room here or away from this channel is not the responsibility of Angel Radio Tarot. All right. So, Bell's Hall, how do I ground myself personally? Let me read a little bit and I'll tell you. One is showering frequently, or being in bodies of water to dampen my electrical broadcast, my bodily electrical vibration. Also to use that to dampen my sensory input, that electrical vibration coming in. I always advise people to practice Buddhist meditation and breathing practices. Walking meditation is always delightful. Walk on rice paper until you don't break it. It's old stuff because we've been around for a long time. Don't over mystify the obvious. People say Buddhism is not a religion, it's a lifestyle, because they don't focus on a deity as much as a state of personal experience, personal being, or like, who am I going to be today? How am I going to be today? And where you put your attention is where you put your energy. Speaking of, I got to go let the dog in. Be right back, folks. Talk amongst your souls. Do, 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 do. Muddy feet. All right. Thank you for your patience, everyone. I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. Thank you for joining me today. Let's drive those subscription numbers up so the channel can offer things like different programs and playlists and memberships and community experiences and special events. Right now, I'm just scheduling the hell out of as many live events as I can. You're welcoming your general reading questions. Don't miss tomorrow's. No, don't miss. Hey, I know I'm not going to miss it, but make sure you join me tomorrow for 1 o'clock. Yeah, Sunday, February the 1st, for the 2026 romance reading. And we'll be projecting, answering questions about the upcoming romance holiday, St. Valentine's Day, Mardi Gras, Pagan orgy season. Get back out there. Wear a condom. Wrap it up. Play safe. Safe, sane, and consensual. Always, folks. Always. Here we go. Okay, you're going to run into some liars, some behavioral issue people, some pathological abusers. They just can't help it. opportunists, not narcissists. And they're going to want to latch on. It's denying a release from attachment. They're for sure going to want to try to latch on. What do we have down here? You're not going to have any backup on this. So this feels like there's going to be a one-on-one exchange. Yeah, this is definitely about the upcoming season. Manus. Manus. This is a new word from the vocabularium. I'm going to look it up. Someone here is going to be okay. And Manus, I think, is being gentle. Let me pull the big book. The big book. It's the big red book of beautiful words. Well, Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary, 11th edition. The 12th edition just came up, so you can pick up an 11th edition Collegiate Dictionary with these beautiful vellum pages that are almost as delicious as the so-called good book itself. And they're fairly cheap, where the new 12th edition that just came out there is coming out this year is like stupid expensive for household use. But the 11th edition, I picked this one up for not too much. I don't even remember. I usually don't pay more than a book like this. I can't imagine I would have paid more than 20 bucks for it. Hi, Cy. Come back in from the outside, the wilds. Tell us all the good news. He says everything's great out there. Look up outside your window and see if, nothing bad's happened in the last 5 minutes. It's going to be okay. Welcome back to Angel Radio Tarot. We're looking up the new word, the new edition, Manus. M-A-N-U-S. It's a beautiful word. Should have wrote it on there. I started that too. I'm feeling the vocabularium is blending into the somnambulist. So we're going to have to deal with it. See where it goes. See where it takes us. What am I getting out of this that I can't get with that? Panning through the pages, having physical reference to information being subconsciously logged into my brain. I'm scanning the whole page. I'm collecting all this. And it's all in there because I'm referencing everything else I'm seeing. Don't you get it, kids? Don't you get it? Manus, the digital segment of the vertebrate forelimb from carpus to terminus. It's the hand. It's the hand of anybody that is a vertebrate. Hand. Someone's got hand. Someone's taking power. Someone's exercising some authority. But apparently you've got the chops for it. Yeah, this is somebody else coming in, trying to corner you. Somebody's going to come in and try to corner you here, and there's no backup to deal with them. They're going to try to attach themselves to you. I thought, I don't get that they're this starseed. I feel like this is you. You're going to have to handle them, or maybe they're just going to have to throw hands. What else is going on here? Oh, Brandy, I can almost guarantee you lived several past lives. Hold on, folks. Go on. Oh, we start tapping into it and the dogs can hear all the high frequencies and they start getting antsy. I gotta go calm them down. Somebody here doesn't need a reason to be happy. So there's some independent emotional awareness here. Some emotional maturity over someone that is being a dark Virgo and really fucking overbearing. I don't like it. Take a beat. Take a beat. They can't decide if they're coming or going. Something coming in. There's a release from some oppression coming in the next 30 days. The throat and the eye chakra will be activated. And there's the belly chakra again, and a release from attachment. Okay. All right, lovely. What's going on for the rest of you here? Let's get this shuffled out here, clean it up a little bit. I think I'm going to have to separate these two decks and then just like cross-read them together because they're just too big to handle. It's too much. It's too big. No, shake weight. It's too much. And you're bothered by a couple of people living in your home. Well, stay safe, sweetheart, and understand that you get to control what happens to your body, all right? You stay safe and holler out if you need some any kind of emergency help. Don't you be ashamed to call out for it. You allow me to encourage you. Keep yourself safe always, first and always. And otherwise, we can talk about some spiritual boundary guidance, like salting your windows. Just regular table salt is pretty cheap, and just do a nice little ants, like a little line of ants marching down the windowsill. It doesn't have to be a whole lot, just as long as it's kind of touching along the whole, like one continuous touching all the way down. It can be just like a real skinny line. And it doesn't have to stay there perfectly like that always, but just like what you can do that is just as effective is you make that line under the window and then you turn your back to it, close your eyes and make a wish for your safety. Like concentrate on it sealing the window for you. And then turn around and face the window and clean it up so nobody knew that you were practicing anything at all. And only you can see that seal like it's a shadow of an aura. But everything on the non-corporeal can feel it. And as long as it's your energy pouring into that. So you wake up in the night and you're scared, you zoom your attention over to that window and you recall in your memory the image, the reality of what that was. And it's just like you put it there just then. Savvy? Give it a good stare down before you turn your back on it and anchor it in you with your will. And then, I don't know, I do know, you being in a special need of protection, calling down on all of the spirits to protect you, calling St. Michael, calling St. Benedictus, through this exercise of your faith. That's what it is. It's not witchcraft, honey. Look at all the sympathetic magic that the Catholic Church exercises to reinforce through ritual your attention to faith. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. They stole it from somewhere, honey. There is not an original fucking thought in the Catholic Church. But, I've said it before, they've got the best compendium of all of the pagan rituals that you could ever need. And they'll tell you exactly what it's there for and where it came from. They're not ashamed. They are not ashamed to say that they ripped all of that and sold it on their label. They're not ashamed. Oh, right there. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. There's some of that shit they want you to suspend your belief. Use your common sense. You use it relative to your personal experience there, and you will find the truth. What do we got going on in the chat room? Oh my God, it's just crazy. Yeah, Bell's Hall. Buddhism teaches you to rely on your experience. And it's taught me to remove myself from the influence of others. I'm just reading through the comments here real quick. Diksha Gela, nice to have you here. Jasmine, wonderful to have you here. Is there any chance of reunion between Jasmine and Sunil? Let's see. Let's see. Jasmine and Sunil. There is a cause for celebration. It popped right up, right in front. Right in front. There is some Virgo here, but it's pure Virgo energy. So, what is that? I've seen that person. I've assigned those traits to that person. What do we got? Jasmine and Sunil. Ooh, clowning. Yeah, there's somebody fooling here. But whether or not you're going to get back together. Yes, Masaka, and with that you can't control others. And how to remove yourself from, I mean, that's where I took it from, is how to remove myself from the influence of other people who do not have command of their faculties, that are like whirling nightmares, whirling tornadoes of knives. I'm not seeing a reunion here. I'm not seeing a profitable reunion here. What is this? Heavenly angels are looking over it. Somebody else better than me is reviewing it right now. So we just got bumped up. We're going to get a message back through here. We're going to get a message back through here. And we're coming in with a download. I can feel the tension building. There was a tension about this. There's a bodily tension. Yeah. It's coming right in. It's you're not going to be able to unsee this. You sure you want to know this? Jasmine, I gotta ask one more time. Are you sure you want a hand in this? You could end up, I don't know, there's something about, they're a lot older than you think they are, or they're a lot younger than you think they are. And this is going to lead to a repeat kind of karmic experience for you. Some copycat. Short hair. One of you has short hair. Or one of you is hiding the fact that you have short hair. And there is some fear involved. They're trying to not let on that they're kind of winging it. Or that's you. No, that's the older person. And we're back to that. Look at that. They just fell out together. We're back. Somebody's triggered over this, or somebody's trying not to be triggered. How would that? Yeah, that was. This is triggering. Like, I don't see this being what the fuck. Message received. Okay. Wait for it. What? Wait for it. Somebody's going to be sad about this. It's not, I mean, this isn't the ideal situation. The reunion is not good. I mean, I really see the age thing coming into a problem here. There's short hair. They're going to try to get you by the short hairs. They're hiding something. And I get that they're trying, if they're the older person, they're trying to recover their youth. If they're the younger person, they're trying to harvest something from this person that has resources. There's some kind of subterfuge between you. And I can't read what that is. There's a lot of deflecting energy. There's kind of like both sides think the other one's not going to catch on, that they have an opportunity to take an unpleasant advantage. This sounds really codependent, you guys. Come on. Egoistic. Yeah, I wouldn't get back with this person. No. You yourself say they're egotistic. Yeah, no, I wouldn't advise it. Not if you want your sanity. No. Not if you want your sanity. Look, even if you're just going to repeat this with another loser, at least the next loser, you're not going to be fucking addicted to and be asking these kind of self-defeating questions about someone you already know you don't have a lot of self-control about. Move on. Move on. Get this person out of your life. You don't have, you need to, you don't have the ability to cut yourself from their influence. You need to get with somebody that doesn't have that kind of power over you. If you just gotta be with somebody. Masaka, I had a breakup with, yeah. You're asking, you guys need to quit asking about your exes. If you want to ask about perspective love, come back tomorrow, 1 o'clock, for the romance read. But no, your exes, it's none of my business. It's none of your business. I hope it helps, Jasmine. I hope it helps, you know, like free you from this tightness about this person. Because I feel that like you're like, and that's the addiction. That's, this person has created this response in you. That's the relationship that they want to have with you. They want you to be right here because this level of anxiety and you slowly calling it love because they're trickle bombing you, not love bombing you, they're trickle bombing you, which means it's going to fall off into less and less as you climb and climb in your heightened anxiety to scrabble for just one more little crumb. They're just going to keep creating, and they're luring you into something. They're luring you into you debasing yourself voluntarily so they don't have to feel like a criminal. There's no way you would walk up and allow a stranger to treat you or to make you feel the way you feel about this person right now in like the first 5 minutes. You would run the other fucking way if you didn't just knock them the fuck out. You'll be picking your teeth up off the sidewalk. Nobody talks to me or makes me feel like that. But if they can get you to slowly melt like a toad in a pot of boiling water, all right, let's keep going on a regular read here. General reads. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What are we going to find out here? You know, all of this stuff goes for both genders or all genders, mixed genders, someone here with blonde hair. All of this romance or interpersonal advice, doesn't matter what gender you are. This is about being a decent human being and not wanting to be treated like trash. And unfortunately, the lifestyle of assuming that everyone you meet is as nice as you are. Let us not be so naive these days, folks. It doesn't serve us. Man, you met, yes, someone's coming out from oppression. Someone is being releasing themselves. This blonde hair, you may have blonde hair, they may have blonde hair. Releasing yourself. Someone might be triggered by this. Of course, your oppressor is going to be triggered by this. You're no longer waiting for this. You're no longer waiting. Someone's making a decision about their life right now. I love it. Love it. Yes, you're going to cause problems for someone. Probably for the person that would much rather you stay in your place. That's right. I'm here. I make noise. I take up space. I'm in your face. And by the way, no, I don't do dishes. I don't do laundry. I'm not your, no. Go, Jasmine, go over to YV_edit on YouTube. She's got some great things for you to make you feel better about being a woman. Make you feel more empowered and not so out of control from your circumstance or the person that is not being very nice to you. And the ways that this person is behaving, that is pattern and structured behavior formulated to a whole system. What he's saying to you isn't really new. It's not clever. It's not original. The cliffhanging stuff, it's not original. It's pattern. It's like every alcoholic fails with the same phrases. I fucked up. I fucked up. They all go to the same thing. It's like you know it's a demon inside these people's behavior because their behavior doesn't match their actions. And then when you start comparing your story to everyone else, you realize they all say exactly the same, like verbatim, the same 3-word phrases. The same 6 3-word phrases are universal across, and they all do, and it's all on purpose. Play your poker face. Hey, baby, this is how I flex. It's because I'm free, baby. I'm free. Come out here with us. Come out here and be free. I'm not trying to turn you into a leslie. I'm trying to... Someone here's got brown eyes. I'm trying to encourage you to your wealth. Whoa. All right. Someone just ran cold here. There's an astral communication from someone that's short hair business is really starting to represent a lot of impatience. But their message was received, and summertime, and this phrase is becoming, now is not the time, but this coming summer is. There will be a summertime. There's something about the summer, and it's a little bit detached from calendar. This is a simulation. This is a simulation. All of this is a simulation. All of this is just a... You know how you know? Hi, Tumbleweed. Nice to have you. You know, because if you take yourself out of interaction with other human beings for even a short time, you realize your experience is really something else entirely. Nice to have you, Deborah Costa. Hello, hello, hello. You look great. Y'all smell great from here. Nice to have you here. I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. We're just a general reading today. I'm going to stay on until I don't feel like it no more. I welcome your questions. Pardon for the inconsistencies and the perils of the universe. I'm here for you. Welcome back. It's going to be okay. Let's cruise on through the galaxy together, hurtling through the cosmos on this little blue ball we call Earth. Our little geo center, our little inverted atrium in the sky. Holding hands with the sun as we're the eye chakra here. We're seeing some things in a new way. Green eyes. This chakra eye is blocked by some envy. You get down in the root of that. The jealousy is rooted in what? Powerlessness. Can't have what somebody else has. Don't want them to have it. They've got something I want. I can't get what I want. That is the gut chakra. Someone's not being very gentle. That Manusue is way off today. They got 3 months to fix this shit. Yeah, yellow-eyed demon. Our yellow-eyed demon is in play here. But he's working from underworld. There is a retreat here. And the pelvis chakra, the root chakra's in the butthole, but the one above it, it's the genitals. It's the pleasure chakra. The one blocked by guilt. This yellow-eyed demon tried to make a deal and blew his cover somehow. or will blow his cover in the next 90 days. They're trying to seduce or to bring some kind of, it's a lie. This worldly advantage is a lie. And it's just a seduction. There's somebody, a brown-haired individual here, but look, there's nothing, absolutely nothing behind it. And manifest underneath sharing. Let me tell you, there's a card in between, so manifest was on purpose. They're trying to get you to do something. And the truth is, it is a yellow-eyed demon that is willing to play dirty. It is not, it's willing to not play very gently. This could get ugly. This could get bloody. So this, look at this package here that was on top. I want you to see, it's just sealed in here. There's something with this. We're going to clear out the rest of these guys here. This circumstance, cut the tie while we hold this memory. Because we want to see what they're manifesting. But we don't want them to see that we're looking. I'm going to set this aside, sealed. Find out what's going on here. Yeah, special codes, ciphers. Yep, there's messages coming in that they don't want the your spiritual enemies to be privy to. This is not a DIY situation. You have got unnamed spiritual influence that is running circuit for you, manifesting some serious situation. Yeah, oxime. This is a new one from last night. Any various compounds containing a deviant group, the seed NOH, gained by the action of one overtaking the other. So it's a chemical coup d'etat. Oxime. The nihilist is involved. They don't care. They don't care if you burn it down. Burn it down. They don't care. They're going to blame you anyway. And call you a long-haired hippie. What they really want. When does she wear the mantilla? When she's mourning. Cuando por mantilla. Por mi duelo. Pollard, printing it to the trunk, vanquished entirely, poking out the blue eyes. And the doors will be closed. This welcome back, it's going to be okay. It's not going to be okay. Call it Manos Negra. But that would be insulting the Manos Negra. Astral projection at that time will be cut off. And there's like poker face. Poker face. It's just going to be bald-faced, out in the open, cruel, mean envy. Dark winter, again, of green eyes. I can't anymore. Cats and dogs. We all know what that's about. Mad respect. Power to the peeps. What do we know? Getting down to the root chakra. It's about fear. Fear it's a mistake. It's not fear. It's a concern for survival. Bring your fears up in front of you. Look at them plainly. Name them. See their faces. And as you breathe outward, utter the word no. And watch them fade away from you. They are a fantasy and a phantom, and is merely a concern for your survival. You can fix that with knowledge. And fear is gone with the wind. Thank you for joining me. I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. Today we're in with a general reading. If you'd like to join the chat, hit that subscribe button. I'm so glad you're here. You look amazing. You smell great from here. We'll keep this up for a little while until I just don't feel like it no more. Thank you. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the chat. Your question is welcome. Go ahead and pop your question in the chat room there, and I'll see what I can do to answer you. Help you. We'll tap into the frequencies of the cosmos and find your special frequency. And sending backup for you here. Building for the future. This is some future building. Someone here is really needing some hope. There's been some legal issues involved with you. Some reason for you need to call for help or for backup here. You're trying to be gentle. Some of you are trying not to escalate what's going on, whatever it is in your life. You're not really feeling like you can do this on your own. Maybe you think you're up against you're demonizing a problem here. And I get that it's not necessary. You're making this bigger than it is. It's just time to transmute that energy, yeah? Transmute that energy, and it's back to that concern for survival. Transmuting that energy so you can handle the situation and make decisions with a clear mind. Because your fear, you're being afraid of the thing. Why are you going to do their work for them? Wait until you get in front of them and they absolutely have you confined and trapped and forced against your will. Why are you going to put yourself in that spot for them and stop there? Of course you wouldn't stop there, especially if it's just a dream, if it's just a daydream of your entrapment. Because you don't have to stop there. That's just a pretend world. And then when you go ahead and go through that exercise and you come out from that dream and you realize, oh, yeah, I didn't have to actually feel afraid while I was thinking about it because I'm just thinking about it. I'm not actually there. It's stimulating. But until it actually happens, and then after it happens too, you still have the power to attempt to regulate. When you are in extraordinarily difficult situations, that's when you activate that practice of regulating the stimulus so that you can get through the difficulty, right? That's about survival. That's when survival is actually survival. Okay. All right. What do we got going on here for our visitors, for everyone watching? What's going on in the world, whether for people, for individuals? Where are their hearts? Where are their minds? Where is their attention and their energy? What can we do to help them for their highest good? Oh, look at that. There's the answer right there. Our focus needed to be in the right place. Welcome to the channel. Let me know where you're hailing from. If you're wondering if this is a real live reading, yes, it is. Today is Sunday. Today is Saturday. I'm all over the place. January the 31st. So I try to be pretty clear on my stuff if it's current. Someone is a little inebriated. I started to feel a little buzz when I was coming into that. Let's see. Yeah, there's a predator involved that is trying to prey on your insecurities, intoxicating you with some flattery. This is flattery. But this is like first date flattery. And my eyeballs are swimming like I've had a cocktail. Like I'm just like 2 drinks in at the top of the hour. Yeah, just finally settled in. Don't need anything else to drink unless I'm going to eat something kind of feeling. What is this? Now, this is when you need to watch your drink for roofies. There it is. That's the question. That's where this predator is. Yeah, I almost forgot about the predator. I kept bouncing past him. Past him? Past her. Yeah, this comfortable spot right here is when you get trusting. Because if you got here and nothing bad happened, right? Now is when you watch your drink. Oh, did you see how I leaned away from the table? Now is when you watch your drink. And I turned away. That's how it's going to happen. Pay attention, because, yeah, that's when PD needs to show up. Hit that panic button if you think you're in trouble. If your cocktail goes into some other kind of, whoa, never, GB's never made me feel like this. Shit, all I did was take one little puff. Yeah, nope. Nope, and don't run to the bathroom because they'll follow you. Stay right in front of the bartender and ask for help. You think the bartender's roofing you? Get your phone out. And don't put it in front of, and don't hold it out. Hold it down close to you because they'll just come up and take it out and you'll be so tipsy you won't even know it. You're going to have to, for one, you're going to have to hide the fact that you're toasted. Girls, this is why we make a plan before we go out, right? This is why you don't ever leave your girlfriend when you go out. There is a cause for celebration here, yeah. So when you're going to go out, this is, somebody's needing to make a plan. You need to make an emergency plan with the worst case scenario in mind. My girls know. My girls know. It's all good. My girls know. We don't need to talk about it here. You Google that shit and you'll find. And don't get lost in some red pill shit that'll tell you the wrong shit, what they do and how they're going to track you. What do we got? Tapping into the somnambulist today. It's been the vocabularium and the somnambulist. Oh, look. Yeah, you guys keep asking about exes. It's your ex does not have your name in their mouth. Okay? Just let it go. Find something else to keep you busy. Worrying about your ex is not, and tomorrow's not going to be about exes. It's just going to be about potential heartthrobs and crushes. It's about when you have to play poker face in front of somebody you're crushing on. Somebody with black hair, blue eyes. You've been watching them for a while without them knowing how you feel about them. The copycat with white hair, there's an older person here that's watching you watch them. In the throat chakra, they haven't been truthful to you. They like you. They think they're flexing that way, like, oh, I can still kick it like that. No, boo-boo. No. Look at me. No. Let's find something else to do. There's a ginger hair person involved. You're fantasizing about somebody, and honey, you're in your winter. Leave these kids alone. Don't be gross. Yeah, somebody's triggered because that fell on the floor face up so I could read it from here. Somebody did not. You know what? Don't be fucking gross. Quit fucking the kids. All right? At no age is that cool. No. 10 years, either direction. That's it. That's it. Anything else is just fucking weird. If you're dating someone in your 20s and you're more than 10 years older than them, then it is on you for who's in the wrong there. Because you should know better. Confirmation. You know why Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky was all his fault? Because he should have known better. I will stand on that to my end. Maya Rose, hi, nice to have you here. I am having a good day. I'm trying to have a good day. Trying to stay positive. Trying not to get all... Rah. Oh, okay. Somebody with ginger hair again. Doesn't have to be, what, that's like ginger hair. What about like an albino brother? Is that still ginger? That would have to be, right? I mean, I'm like, they're not albino. They're like, yeah, I guess I mean, I went to school with the one kid that was paler than me and would have been dark skin, like his whole family was black. But I don't know what, yeah, I'm trying to remember his name. God, that's wild. I'm just old enough now where childhood memories are starting to just like taking me off into a dream world. My Rose, how does Nani currently feel about you right now? I love the gold in setup. It's so pretty. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the saffron and the gold tones make me feel good. You're holding your breath. Or they're holding their breath, waiting. How do they feel about you right now? They're kind of trying to keep their head down or keep their head covered about it. Trying to convince themselves that they're like, there's this kind of keeping their head down, sort of, kind of keep an eye on things, but sort of, because they're wearing them on tiab and trying to kind of pretend, because the card is, this is a simulation, and they're holding their breath. So you can imagine, this is giving like, as Leela, I may have missed your question. Let's see. Down in front, please. I'm in the middle of a question. No, I'll answer it. Tell me again. Mia and Nani. I don't think they're ready to talk to you yet, Nani. Yeah, they're not ready to manifest this into anything yet. They're trying to avoid it. Yeah, they're just like, they're trying to avoid it. They see you. They're not ready to talk about it. And they're embarrassed. Okay. Let's see. I'm afraid we're going to have to take a short break there. I welcome you folks back to tomorrow's reading. If you can make it back, as Leila, I welcome you back. And 1 o'clock Sunday, tomorrow, February the 1st, for the romance reading. And it'll be the perfect time to ask for your friend. And then just make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for me, and all the hype that you can stand. And if you want to make a contribution to the channel until the channel's grown up enough for YouTube to be able to promote memberships, you can make a contribution to my Venmo account at Angel Radio Tarot. And I'll make sure you're looking only at YouTube. I am only on YouTube, not on any other platform. So come back soon, and we will catch up some more and answer some more of your questions. I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. Have a great evening.